My name is Martin Leyva. My background, so I'm a graduate of Antioch, Santa Barbara. I was born and raised in the city of Santa Barbara. I came to Antioch via community college. I like to say, I'm an organizer and activist in Santa Barbara. I stand for social justice in many different aspects. We had two rallies. One of them was after no indictment on Michael Brown, and the rally there was like standing in solidarity with the Brown family, standing in solidarity with Ferguson and the issues that they're dealing with over there. I organized those rallies, and in organizing those rallies, is like, let's bring the people together. Let's get as many people of color and white, because white people do have the privilege in this, not only in this area, but in the other in other areas, other communities. Let's bring them together and let's begin to have this dialogue. Let's begin to have this conversation about race, about police brutality. Let's begin to have this dialogue about, it's like the civil rights movement of the 60s. It's got to come back to the table. I think there's a lot of responsibility for this community, for the Antioch community. When we start thinking about what Antioch stands for, what it's stood for so many years, with Coretta Scott King coming to this school and having such a vital part in the civil rights movement, and what we teach. I mean, social justice is a big aspect of this school. A lot of white students that come here, how can we utilize that privilege to have voices heard? People of color come to this school. I think we need to really, I would love to see Antioch students get involved with the conversation. Antioch is the perfect school. I mean, we get a lot of MFTs that come out of this community. We get a lot of people. I mean, Antioch teaches social justice. It's like, I was already an organizer and activist before I came here. When I came here, it was like, when I left here, it was like I had a whole other lens of what's really going on in this community, what's really happening at the larger, like at the global aspect of privileged and oppressed groups. And it's like, Antioch is the perfect place to create a stage that says, let's talk about race. Let's talk about post-racial America. Let's talk about the abuse of police officers, the targeting, the racial profiling. Let's talk about prison numbers, unjustified murder, which they call justified. Let's start talking about this stuff, because I think that no matter what, social change is going to happen, and the conversation needs to happen, starting in classrooms, move to the authoritarian people that hold space, move into the police department, and begin having these dialogues with the people who actually are causing the harm.